Hey everyone, it's Friday the 26th of November. The time is 11:22 a.m. and the temperature is -8 degrees. We are in Kuopio and the plan today is just to do a kind of chosen path through the city. Do the lake waterfront from here in the central square, looking at the market hall right now. And I'll show you the really beautiful city hall from 1882. It's a really beautiful area around here. It's snowing very slightly, but I doubt you'll be able to really see it from the video. Maybe it will pick up a little bit and we'll see it. There's a Christmas tree right in front of me as well. Traditional kind of Christmas tree. It's very usual to see this kind of tree in Finland because, there are a lot of these in the forests. So yeah, a little bit different from what you might see at shopping centers and such. This is a lovely building I really like. So I'm going to make my way through the square here and to the market hall, and I'll see if it's open. It should be, and if I can walk through it. It's a really nice older style building. It has little stalls inside. This market square also has some stalls around here, more so over the weekend, I'd imagine. But still some around. And still some people around here as well, walking through. It's around lunchtime now. There's a shopping center on the other side. So this is also sort of in the middle of the main shopping areas and all of that. But these nice little more traditional stalls here as well. I've always really liked this area around here. I think Kuopio is the 8th most populous city in Finland. That's a weird way to say it, but that's how they say it when they talk about it. So 8th most residents, fairly densely living in this central area of Kuopio. We're sort of in the middle of the country. And around 120,300 residents in Kuopio. Just going to show you a bit of this area around here before we go in. Of course, there's lots of snow since it snowed all day yesterday really, last morning. There are little frogs around here, around the doors, and it's a yellow Art Nouveau building from, I think, early. I just keep getting confused by the people, but I think it's from 1902 or 1903. So once some of the people come out, we can go in and have a look. Here it is. Kauppahalli, meaning market hall. Some squirrels at the top and many of them actually. Just a really cheerful building for me. Always there's a little bookstore in the corner. It's really lovely. Kiitos. So we'll make our way through here, kind of have a look at everything. It's really lovely. Christmas theme already. also have other foods like meat, and here's a bread. I'm going to turn around and show you the lovely flowers here. Beautiful. It's a really nice place to explore, and then you have a cafe here as well. And all kinds of treats, cheese. They've been here for 10 years. Wonderful. And we've got some clothes as well. That would be the way the other side, but I think we'll explore through. It's so lovely. Here's the cafe in the middle. It's just really lovely. That's what you could stop for here. Get something and just sit here, which sounds like a lovely idea as well. This fish, and on the other side I think it's tea. It's really lovely. Look at these. Wow. The little snowman as well. How beautiful is that? It just makes you smile as you walk through. Here's some of the traditional Finnish products as well. Just checking if anyone is walking out after me, but there you go. That's a really lovely market hall. Definitely worth a visit. Just look at those bats on the door as well, and there's the Finnish official lion. Beautiful. So that's a great place to start, and you can see the Christmas tree from here as well. Looking quite pretty. It's already quite dark because when the sky is grey like this and you get snow, it's not really that light during the day. I think I might walk a little bit that way. But just before we go, another look at this really lovely building with the sort of nature theme. Really stands out here when it's a little bit grey. I think that's the bell telling us it's past. Guess this will be the most interesting way to go through the little stalls. So here you could buy Finnish berries, and I think mushrooms as well. Let's just take another look towards the City Hall with the Christmas tree now from here with an uninterrupted view. It's quite nice. And it says the Christmas market will be, I think, a week from now, maybe 2 weeks. So this should be quite lovely by then, with a lot more stalls around. We have some Christmas lights already. We should go and see the other side of the market hall as well. There's a car behind us, that's a taxi, I think bringing someone close to the shopping center. It's nice to see a bit more people out. It's not snowing today, so good day to go out, do your shopping and whatever else you need to do. So this would be the other entrance. Fairly similar, we get a better view of the really nice building. Quite lovely. And this statue usually has a water element here, but it being winter, this is what you get. I think that's called, loosely translated, brother. And I'll make my way towards the church here on Kauppakatu, which would be, I guess, loosely translated shopping street. So as a city, it's a fairly old one. Made a city in the 1600s. And the history before then as well. And we're coming to an art museum ahead. And the fairly pretty Kuopio Cathedral over there in the park. I'll get a better view as we move closer. But quite a nice stone church. Just across to the other side, so we can have a look back towards the market square, sort of shopping streets. And this is the art museum here in the corner, also quite a nice building. And I'll walk. Oh, I really like these paintings here, sorry. Just saw something and I go for it. I'll walk over to the church, we can have a look. And on the other side is the Museum of Kuopio. We'll have a look at that as well before we move further. But from this side as well, let's have a view of the fairly unique looking lovely church. So we'll make our way to the other corner and see it from the other side as well. The artist view over there. So in this city too there are quite a few older buildings. It's just kind of in the middle of the city. And lots of snow at this time of the year as well, of course. So, with no one behind me, I'll just make a turn here so we can see the stairs leading to the church. It's fairly unique looking even in Finland. So this area here I think has about 700 square kilometers around this city of just water. There's Kallavesi, which is a big lake in the area. And although the residential areas and city areas are quite densely populated, so people live near the services, near the city, there's a lot of forest. Half of the area is forest, I think. This would be a Snellmanninpuisto. And we are on the King Street, Kuninkaankatu, here. That would be the church at the back there. And we'll walk towards the museum since there are no cars. Here's the park with a statue of Snellman, a statesman, in the middle. We'll walk through there in a bit. But I do want to have a look at this really beautiful building from, I think, 1907, which is the museum building. Almost looks like a castle. There would usually be a terrace around here as well. There's a restaurant. And it says a beer. I don't know how to actually translate oluthuone. It must be like a beer house from Germany where they got that word from. But it's one of the new words introduced into the Finnish dictionary lately. So this is the museum. It's just lovely. I really like this building. Look at the doors. It's just really amazing doors. I say that a lot. You'll notice if you're following me. I think there's a tall ship at the end there. Some kind of a ship definitely in the harbor there. That would be something that will go out on the lake. So we'll make our way through the Snellman's Park. I'm walking towards the lake. We'll see what the view will be like once we get there. I kind of want to show you these really tall trees here. I think there's another beautiful view of the church cathedral there. I think for once the snow really feels right when you look at that building. I'm sure it's lovely in the summer as well. And that would be perfect a Christmas tree. And there's a JV Snellman. That's just a really beautiful view. Don't know what the building on this corner here is. I'll have to check that later on. But it's really quite a nice area with all the buildings around the museum. It's just quite nice. The person who just walked by said it's actually really effing cold. It's not that bad actually. Maybe it's the snow softening it a little bit.
Kävitsä salilla sitten?
And Kuopio as well has these lovely wood buildings. We're now on Minna Canthin Katu, Minna Canth Street. Have to be careful pronouncing that. She is Finnish writer, or was Finnish writer. I think a mother of 7. Very well known in Finland with the influence over time. I find it always a bit funny when the snow kind of gathers like this. You can see the shape of what's underneath the plants. And we're walking next to one of the hotels here. There's a cat cafe on the other side, kissakahvila tiramisu. I think I'll take Maaherrankatu for a bit. This is another lovely building here on the other side. I think they made it a conference center as part of the hotel. There's an event going on as well. You can see people with a flapboard. That would be a nice place for a conference, I'd imagine. And we're walking through a little bit more residential area here. But also a little bit older residential area. I just saw some buildings that had already kind of a interesting new design. It looked quite nice actually. Reminded me of some of the buildings in Singapore. This is a upper secondary school or high school. The red brick building there. Now I'm making my way towards the lovely church on the other side. This is now an Orthodox church that we're walking to. This is Church Street. You can see some lovely wood buildings on the other side. Over there. And I'm just going to check which way the cars go and wait for a bit to cross. And we'll be on our way. The church is just next to this little park here. There's not too much traffic, but when you have even one car, you don't really want someone just nearly slipped on there. It's very slippery with the snow as well. And the snow also kind of blocks your view sometimes when you're driving, so I don't want to jump on it this way. No, that's a long wait. There's the lake right in front of us, but I'll make a detour for the church because it's so pretty. I really like it. This building is also nice. By the way, I'm not in any way covering the whole city today, and I probably won't do another walk here because I'm not really staying around this area or in the city. I'm just here for a visit. Walk across to Sepänkatu. I'll just have a look that way as well. Really like these almost pink kind of orange buildings. Somewhere in that park is a memorial for the person who officially founded this city. Oh, look at this view. I like the fence and the older building behind there. So the city was kind of officially founded by the governor from Sweden, Pietari Brahe. I don't know how to say that in English. I made a mess of it. You can look it up. Peter Brahe, I guess. He didn't really like films in this area though, according to legend. Here's the lovely church. So this is, I think, St. Nicholas Church, an Orthodox church. This is really lovely as well. And this area does have a lot of Orthodox influence just because after the war many of the people from what became part of Russia moved, or they were moved over. They wanted to come over to the Finnish side, and they basically had a lot of people moving across from different areas, and the churches were for them. So I think I'll take Sepänkatu all the way to the waterfront. There's construction going on a really nice older building. Here's the park and one more view of the lovely church. A little bit of snow, but I would imagine you cannot actually see the snow or the snowing unless it's a bit of a snowstorm. It's like rain. It doesn't really show up on the camera unless there's quite a bit. But much less annoying than a little bit of rain. It's a lovely building as well. There. And this is Regional Council of Pohjois-Savo, Northern, I guess, Savonia if you want to be exact with the translation. That's the area we're in now. A lot of sort of official buildings around here for this region. And this is pretty good. They actually put some gravel here as well, I guess. So it's not so slippery. Very good for if it gets a bit warmer. And some of that melts and then freezes over again. Another really lovely building here. I think the buildings around this area are generally quite nice. Has a lovely feel to it. And when they are kept really well, it's so beautiful as well. And we are coming to the waterfront and to the lake. So there's a path through here, but I think that's not a good choice. So we'll stick to the road street. In the summer, this area does have a beach. Not right here, but further into this little sort of tip of land there. So you can go swimming around here. There are a couple of beaches in this city. You can go swimming. And the area here is a park towards the stadium that's there as well. As you can see, the water hasn't really frozen yet. I want to make my way towards the park area there. I know there's a statue. Somewhere there. I think we can probably do that, but I'll just turn towards Snellmanninkatu for a little bit. It's a lovely building there. So I do want to kind of go in here, and I think there is a path. Of course, it's impossible to keep all of these open and get rid of the snow as soon as you have snow on the ground. It's more like the streets and roads that are priority. But there is a path through here. So yesterday we got quite a bit of snow around this region. There's a lot of still untouched snow everywhere, although a rabbit has been through here, if you can see the footprints. I do love the water views from here, even on a winter's day like this. It's so pretty. In the summer, of course, that's really special. Someone's been skiing here. I saw a lot of people skiing actually today. They it's pretty perfect weather for it. I went to an area that has the sort of maintained skiing paths. There's another, or maybe the same rabbit, who knows. And that's someone with a dog. It's kind of fun. You can tell who's been through based on the snow. I see the statue now. This is a Finnish Olympic athlete, a runner called Hannes Kolehmainen. And he's running in his statue as well. We'll get there in a moment. And from there I'll walk over to the beach. The track I'm following doesn't exactly go to the statue. But I think I can find some footprints here. Hopefully not sink too much into the snow. It's very unpredictable with snow. If there's deep snow somewhere, so here he is, and someone online was even commenting that he's even wearing pants. I guess that's because he's not such an old statue. I wonder if this information is about the statue as well. It's kind of funny. You can see there would definitely be a path through there because all the rubbish bins are there in the middle. But right now, that's the only thing that tells you there's a path. Same here. No, this is about the tree. The tree has been planted because of a special year in 2016. My landscape at the countryside and in the city. So it's not about the statue there, it's about this tree. So especially planted tree there. And I'll make my way through the snow to the street and towards the beach. There's a winter swimming club here as well. I noticed on the map. But we won't be doing that today. Another rabbit, or the same one, coming through there. And the skiing track as well, going through here. It's very quiet. I'm going to follow this person's footsteps. So the water is there on the other side as well. I'm waiting for a car to pass. There's no real pedestrian path over here. It starts on the other side. I think these might be tennis courts over here. Difficult to say in the snow. But something over there. This is the sign for the beach. In the summer there's a little cafe here as well. And I think I see some plastic palm trees. Let's see if I can get a view from around this place, and we can have a view at the ships in the little harbor over there. Yeah, it's a tennis courts over there. Puijo tennis team. You can get all kinds of water sports equipment here. There are the palm trees. At least one or two you can see through here. You won't go through there if I can go around the building. That's where you could jump into the water. And this would be the beach. And there are the palm trees in the snow. That's quite fun. Of course, they're not meant for the snow. They're meant for the summer. A dog has been already through here with an owner, so we can go and have a look at the trees. So there you go, palm trees with ankle deep snow. And a terrace. That would be really nice in the summer, wouldn't it? And this is a sandy beach. Normally, there's a stadium over there. Very peaceful right now. Let's go and have one look at the ships there. This is where they went up with the skis. Good style. I approve. Of course, people around here know how to ski. There's a windmill on the other side, if you can see that little island. And some ships on the other side, or boats. Quite big ones as well. It's a really beautiful area. And I can imagine it's quite special in the summer. So I think coming to 45 minutes and me being sort of just surrounded by snow and water, I think this is where we end the walk today. I hope you enjoyed this walk from the market square and the old buildings there in center of Kuopio over here to the beach and the park and the waterfront with a little bit of snow, although I doubt if you ever saw any of the snow or the snowing. I'm sure you saw snow, but maybe not the snowing right now. There's only a little bit snowing at the moment. It was a nice walk. I enjoyed it. I hope you did as well. Thank you so much for joining me. It's such a pleasure to always have you with me on these walks. If you'd like to see more walks and you haven't subscribed, then that's always something you can do if it feels right. Otherwise, don't do it. And then you'll be notified when there are new videos on this channel. I will be publishing, I think, daily for a bit now. Both from Finland, where I'm now, and then from Singapore, where I usually record these walks. So thank you so much for joining me today for this beautiful snow walk, and I hope I'll see you again soon. And before I go, I just have to make a note that someone just walked past me and is walking towards the pier there. I think they might be going swimming. Very brave. I can imagine how cold that is. Anyway, thank you so much for today. Hope I'll see you again soon.